It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just so beautiful. I mean, again, just what's popped in my head is there's another kind of strong reference here to... Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Claire. I'm a flute player from Hull in East Yorkshire in the UK. And yes, it's time for another reaction. Thank you so much to everybody who's been sending in your reaction suggestions. I've got a whole bunch of them now, but I'm welcome to many, many more. So do check out the pinned comment below for your chance to get your reaction reacted to. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Now, a few people have suggested this one, but special mentions to Ben Bermusics and M Mammal 8 for their suggestions for this one via the form, which, like I say, you'll find in the pinned comments. So today I am listening to a live performance of Valley of the Queens by Ayreon. Now, I am totally unfamiliar with this band, but I've done a little bit of reading and I'm going to share a little bit of what I've found out with you with some Flutifull facts, because if you're not familiar with this band, I think it's useful to have a little bit of background info. So Ayreon is it's a musical project by Dutch songwriter, singer, musician and record producer Arjen Anthony Lucassen. Ayreon's music is described as progressive rock, which I like very much, progressive metal and power metal. So a lot going on there. And they also like to combine other genres such as folk, electronica, experimental and classical music. So this is definitely my bag. If you've heard any of my original stuff, you'll know that I really love trying to combine different genres and trying out new things. The majority of Ayreon's albums are dubbed rock operas or metal operas because the albums contain complex storylines featuring a host of characters. So it's worth noting that this particular song, Valley of the Queens, is from the album Into the Electric Castle, a space opera, which was released in 1998. Now, this was the third album from the band and really has its own kind of world going on. The premise of the album is that 8 humans are on a quest to find the electric castle in an effort to study their emotional responses. Now, I've done a little bit more reading about this and you're obviously welcome to do that. And the story really reminds me of another amazing story, another amazing epic opera, which is Mozart's The Magic Flute, because within that and within this story, it seems like the characters have to go through different trials and different tests to try and discover more about their own character, and that's exactly what happens in Mozart's final opera, The Magic Flute. And in the first section of this album, there is indeed reference to the Hall of Isis and Osiris, which is also a big part of The Magic Flute. So yeah, this is really, really exciting. Just one more thing to say about this before we get started. The flutist in question here is Dutch flutist Jeroen Goossens, who I'm not familiar with either. So I'm very excited to hear this. I hope you are too. Here we go. Right, so I'll just stop it there a second. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just so beautiful. I mean, again, to what's popped in my head is there's another kind of strong reference here to the Magic Flute story, and that there are 3 singers here, and lots of the trials and things that happen in Mozart's Magic Flute are to do with the number 3, which had lots of significance for Mozart being a Freemason. So that's interesting that we've got the 3 lovely voices here, which just blend so beautifully, don't they? But let's talk about the flute playing, or shall we say whistle playing. So here we're seeing a lovely low whistle, and I have to say, it's just a gorgeous sound which plays beautifully off the 3 voices. It's really setting this atmosphere, isn't it? And beautifully controlled, lovely tone, lovely little ornaments which are not disturbing the line. So it's got a real lovely smooth line, which is a great... works again very nicely with the voices, because the voices are obviously so pure and smooth, and the whistles are really matching it here. The other thing that I'm really enjoying is that the communication between the singers and the whistle player, and the fact that he's getting just as much recognition both from the audience and the singers as well. So it really feels like they're all kind of taking their moment and handing it backwards and forwards, which you don't always see. You know, sometimes an instrumentalist is not treated as though it's an important piece of the track. So this is really lovely. It's just being performed so beautifully and gorgeous. Let's carry on. I really didn't expect that to be over so quickly. I thought there was going to be a whole other section to it, which would have been glorious. And maybe in the whole album, it kind of obviously goes on to the story, and you get the pre and the post. But just a lovely, serene moment there. And the thing that's really striking me is the communication actually between them all, and the way they're communicating with each other and the audience. I think that's something that many people might not pick up on, but it's a really difficult thing to do as a performer. And but it makes such a big difference. It makes everybody feel included. And just what a gorgeous sound. Very, very well done. And don't forget, this is a live performance, so all credit to the sound guys and everybody involved in this, because it's really, really super. I don't know about you, but I'm keen to go and just listen to the rest of it now. And see what else is on there. The only other thing I'll say is I noticed, I think he had another whistle under his arm, which looked like an even lower whistle. So I'm wondering if at points there's, he uses different whistles. But this was perfect for this track, because it wasn't interfering with the voices. It had a slightly lower range, but it kind of complemented them well. If it had been a really high whistle or a really low whistle, it wouldn't have really had that balance, I don't think. So, just really, really gorgeous. And I hope, if you haven't heard of Ayreon before, this has introduced you to them. Let me know below. If you're a big Ayreon fan, what else should I be listening to? Obviously, the rest of this album sounds interesting, but do let me know. And I would love it if what I've mentioned about Mozart's Magic Flute has kind of excited you there as well. So, go and check those things out. Let me know, and keep your reaction suggestions coming in. Thanks, folks. Take care and stay flutiful. Bye.